Hi Cancer, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your June general reading. So you come into the reading as the Hermit. So in this deck I'm seeing that you're doing a lot of balancing of yourself. You're going into that inner plane. You're shining a light in the dark there, and you're kind of just taking some time to reflect on your inner self. You're taking some time to kind of come back to yourself again, to kind of listen to the universe, and also you're listening to what your body needs and wants at this time. It's also saying to kind of block out everything else that's going on around you at this time, because it doesn't matter what color the sky is, it doesn't matter what's going on with nature. This person is just at one with their self. They're also very wise here. We have the snake here as well, that shows that they're looking at things in a much wiser way. It's also talking about taking in all the facts, taking in all the data, taking some time to kind of self-reflect, taking some time to even find a minute for yourself. For some of you, it's trying to find that time to have a minute for yourself, and it could be very difficult, and you're trying to find some time to just break away from everybody and to have that time to self-reflect. You also have the Three of Pentacles. Now the Three of Pentacles is, it's like building yourself back up. It's building yourself, composing yourself, let's say, after you've been a little bit out of balance. So that also goes with the Hermit in terms of trying to find that balance, not only in your body but in your spirit too. And here it's a building of the energy again, because the pentacles are about the energy. The pentacles could be about your foundation, rebuilding your foundation, again rebuilding your home, rebuilding a structure in a different way in your life. It's like now you've gone through a stage and now you're rebuilding your life, but you're rebuilding it different. You're composing it differently. You're composing it from all of the stuff that you've taken in here through your wisdom, through this self-focus, through this reflection as well. And now you're rebuilding it. You're gaining more structure again. However, it's telling you it's saying that other people are starting to notice as well. Other people are starting to support you now. They're starting to maybe see these changes. They're starting to notice these changes within you as well. This could be bringing up some fears, some anxieties for you, because things are different. It could be that emotionally as well, you're kind of going through a little bit of a dark night of the soul spiritually, and that's like, it's like a depression, but a spiritual depression, and it's normally before we rise again, or before we're going through a major transformation spiritually. It's the card of One, and it's about taking some time to yourself, not worrying about what other people think here with the Nine of Swords as well. Just taking some time to cheer yourself up, to realize that you are your own light within as well, to not worry about others so much and how they perceive. It's about just gaining back your own energy and your own light this month. You also got 29, yeah, which is 11, and it's talking about moving up spiritually. It's talking about spiritual growth. It's also the world, and it's talking about expanding your view and your horizons. So now that you've come out differently, now you're looking to, it's asking you to expand where you would have gone before. So where you might have just gone so far before, it's asking you to delve further, because it's like this new part of you is wanting more expansion, is wanting more growth. It's asking you to open yourself up. It's asking you to come out as well. I'm also seeing the dark night of the soul here. We've got the moon darkening, and we've got these two sides of the moon being shown here as well, and it's talking about you coming out of this time. And now it's like but it's not coming out and restricting yourself. It's coming out and being open to all the possibilities, all the endless possibilities. You're coming out into a new phase, into a new spiritual phase. This is a new era of growth for you. And I feel like it's because last month you was going through all of this release of toxic relationships, toxic friendships. You've been going through a lot of emotional turmoil. You've had if you're Cancer as well, Cancer's going through it with Saturn at the moment, just in terms of like things that we have to be held accountable for. We're creating a lot more structure in our lives at the moment. I have a Cancer moon. It's about creating new structures that can contain who we are now, structures that can also reassess. We're reassessing things, we're looking at things again. This is the Eight of Cups. It's saying that it's also like, for some of us, it's like we've thrown the dice, we've thrown the dice, and now we're working with what that brings. We have the Eight of Pentacles here, so this is talking about working on the new you. This is the Apprentice card. This is building up a foundation at work. This is about building up a foundation within your community. It's people seeing you for the effort that you're putting. You're good at what you do. A lot of you, it's saying that people are starting to notice you. You also have 13 here, which talks about this transformation. It talks about this metamorphosis. It talks about you opening up into something completely new. It's like now you can fly where before you had to crawl on your belly. It's that kind of energy. It's going through a complete transformation, and it sits next to the Judgment card. This is rising up from the ashes. This is the Phoenix. This is giving something a second go. You be giving yourself a second go. It's a renewal. It's hearing that call. It's like the caterpillar heard the call to build the cocoon. And then it built that cocoon, and it's coming out somewhere different. So it's saying that a lot of you is following your spiritual path, and you're hearing that calling, and that's bringing about this massive transformation as well. And it's bringing about more stability, and it's also bringing about more focus. It's like now it's like you're focusing on a skill right now. You're focusing on yourself. It's like you're putting the effort into those that are loyal. You're being seen as you're creating a lot more stability for your life. The Knight of Pentacles, he's putting one foot in front of the other towards his goals. But the Ace of Swords, it talks about clarity. It talks about awakening. It talks about a fresh new focus, that's going to bring you that stability, that's going to bring you more foundation that you can then grow upon. It could be for some of you that somebody comes into your life that brings you that stability, like the Knight of Pentacles. That could represent an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, coming into your life to bring that stability. We also have the Thinking Man, which is 46. So that breaks down to 10 in numerology. So that talks about a new beginning. This talks about somebody coming in that kind of helps you bring more clarity to your life, helps you bring more focus for some of you, brings in that awakening for you. It's like somebody new comes in that brings in more stability, or it could just be somebody coming in to just give you some advice and to just keep an eye out for that. You're going through, in terms of your relationships, you've got give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, and you also got past life relationship, and it says you have known each other before. So this is relationships coming in. It could be that this relationship comes in to give you more stability, and it could be that it's a relationship that comes in from the past, but it comes in more stable this time for some of you. Or it could be a relationship where you build on a family relationship. But it's asking you to stay positive this month, because we got focus your mind on what you really want. We are helping. So that's about, in terms of manifestation, Spirit's saying they got your back, but in terms of manifestation, it's asking you to focus on what you do want, not to focus on the past, not to focus on the negatives. And part of that is forgiveness. And it says holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform, which is also what is going on here, because we have healing family issues. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this is talking about you guys going through this sense of forgiveness now, putting things to bed that need to go to bed, not giving your energy to anything that is toxic or anything that is related to this kind of past energy that you're wanting to put away, realizing that you're going through a new era perhaps, and for a lot of you it could be that the relationships you're attracting are completely different now, so that could bring out some fears for some of you, and it is almost could feel like you're rolling the dice in some senses. But the Eight of Cups is also about manifesting, using what you have now, yeah, taking what the cards have dealt or the dice have dealt, and making use of that now, not worrying about what went on before. Forgive those that need forgiveness. It doesn't mean you necessarily have to take them back, because I feel like for some of you guys you're going to take a relationship back, and for others it's you rising from this ashes, you rising into the phoenix. So take care, Cancer. Stay blessed. Thank you for all your likes, your shares and your subscriptions. If you want a personal reading from me, all the information is in the box below. You can either hit me up on my website or my email. Thank you. Bye bye. Stay blessed.